I received my new Canon Rebel SL2 / EOS 200D on Friday, and I've been playing around with it ever since, along with these two lenses, the 40mm f2.8 and the 24mm f2.8, both little prime pancakes. I do have a full review of this camera coming up for you next week, and even a photo shoot that I just completed and I will share tomorrow, but today I'll share my first impressions of this little guy. My first thought when I pulled it out of the box was, it's so cute! It is one of the smallest cameras on my shelf, which is exciting to me. I've lugged around a lot of gear this summer, which was fine, but I am feeling the pull towards my smaller and more simple setups, possibly because of this guy. But it just really has been nice to feel unencumbered with him. Now, although this is a compact package, it is thoroughly capable so far. It has a 24 megapixel crop sensor in here, and I have no complaints about image quality. I walked around at the art museum yesterday, I was in the studio today, and so far so good. Frankly though, I wasn't really concerned here at all. I don't think any of the newer cameras on the market have any issues with image quality. I know some folks like to get into the nitty-gritty with test charts and such, but I'm more of a real-world type of assessor when it comes to cameras, and I can tell so far that I would be able to print and hang photos taken with this. I would be able to share photos on social media, and that's really what I'm looking for. One thing that I was hopeful for was autofocus capability. Again, so far so good. There are only 9 autofocus points, which some people might find frustrating, but I don't mind it. And autofocus is quick and quiet. I often use larger bodies with more buttons and dials. It's nice to have those buttons and dials because you can make quick changes to settings on the fly. Also, I'm typically a Nikon shooter, though I have used and owned several Canon bodies along with other brands. So I was a tiny bit concerned that I'd get annoyed using this guy, like yesterday at the museum. I worried that settings changes would just slow me down when inspiration struck while I was walking around. But I was surprised to find out that pretty much everything I needed was readily available, either as buttons on the body or on the quick control screen. So my first impressions are that it works and it's pleasant to use. Now, there are a few things that I have yet to try out. I've not used this camera for anything with action, so I'll be testing that out, how it really works, how fast it is in real life. I've also barely used the video function, so I'll be testing that out as well. Also the wireless capability, not something I use all that much, but I did download the Canon Camera Connect app. I just haven't used it yet. Like I said before, I have a full review coming for you. I also have been reading through the manuals, so I will be doing a full body tour and a menu walkthrough for you too. Plus that photo shoot that I just finished, I'll be sharing that tomorrow. So make sure that you subscribe here on YouTube and follow me on social media so that you don't miss anything. You can find links to all of that in the description below. Talk to you soon.